listen to that process, which I'm familiar with, do you find that there are some occasions in your life that you have to do that again and again, that the healing is incremental?
Yes, absolutely. You know, the mind that we have is very, very strong. And the real answer to that is no, you only need to do it once, but you need to do it once in full surrender, full awareness. The problem is that we don't do that. We do it in partial surrender. We bring out a little white flag and we wave it over here and we surrender to the present moment, but we surrender conditionally. And in order to heal, you have to surrender unconditionally. So normally the mind is strong, and it takes you continually away from the present moment. Even while you are trying to practice that surrender, it'll take you away. So for most people, yes, you have to practice that many, many times. And the exercise that I give people, which is quite effective, is that you imagine that you have this story and you have two bubbles coming out of your head. And the one bubble is all the story about your past and all the words and thoughts and emotions about your past. And on the other side, you have this other bubble of future, and all your anxieties and worries about the future are there. So you visualize that you have these two areas, and in front of you, you have a steering wheel. Now, every time you feel a certain discomfort within you, be it anger or anxiety or depression or resentment or shame or guilt, know that that steering wheel is not centered in the present moment. And that steering wheel represents your awareness, your consciousness, your attention. Know that your attention has wandered either into the past or the future. And so what you do is, all you do, step number one, you notice where that steering wheel is pointed. Is it pointed into my past, or is it tilted into my future? And then all you do is put your hands on that imaginary steering wheel and just check you're not driving your car at the time, and that it is an imaginary steering wheel, and point it back to centeredness. Now you'll find that the moment that steering wheel becomes centered, you feel physically an energy run through your body. You know, we have, when we're born, an open fontanelle here, and I believe there's an energy always coming through us. In the East they call it prana or chi. It's life force energy flowing through us, and the moment we tilt out of the present moment, we disconnect from this energy. And so all you do is you put your hands on that steering wheel, tilt it back to centeredness, and if you're still and quiet enough, you will actually feel an energy run through you. It's a very real energy. Presence is not just a term. It's actually the force of life itself. It's life force. And the moment you do that, you center yourself, and that life force will dissolve that which was creating the fear or anxiety or depression or resentment within you. And so that exercise is not to be done once. It can be done just once, and if you do it fully, everything is cleared, as happens in some individuals. But most of us are really attached to our story. We're really attached to the past, and we project constantly into the future, and that's like a spinning bicycle wheel. It has a certain momentum, a very strong momentum, and it takes quite a bit of gripping to stop that momentum. So by doing that exercise maybe once or twice or even 100 times a day, you'll gradually lessen the strength of the mind and empower presence into your awareness to do the dissolving. So yes, I would suggest that you do this exercise many, many times. And when do you do it? Whenever you're not at peace, whenever you don't feel that connection to life in this moment. And life is joy, life is grace, life is ease. And if you're not feeling any of that in this moment, know that you're not fully present. And that's a good time to do it.